Hey guys, Michael here, and I'm back to talk bricks. Today we're talking the LEGO Movie 2, and some great new details about the story. For the weekly giveaway, simply comment and subscribe, and you could win a prize. Thanks to a brand new article from Collider, we have some great new details about the sequel to the original LEGO Movie. And I will be talking about the ending of the original movie, so if for some reason you haven't seen it, now's your time to back out. As you guys might remember, at the very end of the original movie, we saw some Duplo characters entering Bricksburg. The movie's producer Dan Lin says, "We're picking up right where the first movie left us, where the Duplo have now come and they're attacking Bricksburg." This was definitely a really funny part of the original movie, bringing the Duplo side of LEGO into the LEGO system version of the world. But one final thing that Lin mentions is that it's several years later, and you're going to see the result of that. This certainly makes me really excited to see how our characters have changed, and whether anything with the Duplo aliens has affected their world. One important character you may remember from the first movie is the little boy, Finn, and all the events of the LEGO Movie really come from his imagination and point of view. But producer Chris McKay reminds us that the man upstairs, Finn's father, said, "You've got to play with your sister. That's the thing you've got to promise me. I'll let you play with my world. But now you've got to let your sister come in and play with your world." And that was how those Duplo characters were introduced. But now that it's several years later, Finn and his sister will be able to play in the world together. And this actually speaks to one of the new movie's biggest themes. Chris McKay went on to say, "Now she's coming in. And that's the major thing the movie is about. What's different and similar about gender when a boy plays versus how a girl plays?" And this is certainly a really thought-provoking topic. LEGO has long said that boys and girls can play with any of the sets in their lines. But it's always been very clear that young boys are the main demographic for the company. And while the LEGO Friends and Disney Princesses lines have helped to address the female demographic directly, girls should be free to buy whatever they want. And there's plenty of girls I know that love building large Star Wars sets or anything at all. McKay goes on to explain, "I'm really excited about where the movie is going to go, because it's about these things that are actual notions that people have, that might even be unconscious biases, where people don't even realize that's the way they're looking at the world." The original LEGO Movie was a fun movie, but there was a big, profound message that there was no right way to put the pieces together, and that you can build or do anything any way you want to, and be anyone you want to, as even the most ordinary person can be the most special. And overall, I'm pretty excited that these children's movies are tackling pretty big life lessons. And this gender-related theme also makes sense of an earlier rumor that Batman would be the damsel in distress in this movie, and that the team would have to rescue him. And that's a really fun role reversal compared to the stories we're used to watching. Dan Lin goes on to explain, "Every one of our movies, so far, have been told from the point of view of one kid's imagination. The LEGO Movie 2 will be the first one told through two kids' imaginations, Finn and his sister. It's going to be really interesting juxtaposing those two different visions. This definitely reminds me of when I used to play with my friends as kids. You'd be making up an unbelievable story, and you'd have one idea where the story would go, and someone else would have a completely different interpretation. So I'm very curious to see how that plays out for Emmett and his friends." Going along with all of this, it's really exciting that Phil Lord and Chris Miller, the original directors and writers of the LEGO Movie, are coming back to rewrite the script for LEGO Movie 2. I've always been such a fan of their work, and they really have a great understanding of these characters and how to take them on an amazing adventure while still keeping the emotional heart of the film. The LEGO Movie 2 sounds very ambitious in terms of the topics it's trying to cover, but Chris McKay assures us that they will still have it be a great musical with fun songs, and have action and all the other crazy things we're going to get into with that movie. It's gonna be a really special movie. The original LEGO Movie was one of my favorites and was definitely a hit with audiences. And I really can't wait to see what they're gonna do with this one. And leave me a thumbs up down below if you're also excited. And definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What are your thoughts about the movie's direction? And what do you hope we'll see in the film? And now some giveaway winners. Congratulations to these winners. And be sure to send me a private message here on YouTube to coordinate about the prize. But don't worry, there's more giveaways where that came from. And even your comment on this video could be a winner. You must be a subscriber to win, and definitely turn on notifications to find out when my next video is posted, because I'll be announcing the winners at the end of some of the videos. That's all the time we've got for today. Thanks, and have a good one. Hey guys, Michael here. Click here to watch my video all about the new characters coming to LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2. And don't forget to subscribe